What's up everybody? I got two new mods for you guys today, and this is sort of a part 2 to the last mod video. If you haven't seen the last video, go and check that one out. I reviewed the Priority Earth Overhaul mod. But today we're looking at the Miranda Mod and the Final Confrontation Mod. And I'm going to start with the Miranda Mod first because why not? In that last video, I mentioned that there was a patch coming for the Miranda Mod. Apparently there were some issues happening with the 3.0 update of PEOM, but the mod page says that it's semi-compatible, but there's a patch coming with the update 3.1 of the mod. At the time, I kept the Miranda mod off as I didn't want anything funky to happen while I was recording footage, but a few days later, I thought of the idea to cover it because it should be fully compatible soon with the Miranda mod, and I've been interested in this mod for a while now, so let's get into it. This mod is fairly straightforward. It allows Miranda to come aboard the Normandy after the mission on Horizon. From what I've read and heard, it looks like Miranda was supposed to have a bigger role in Mass Effect 3. However, a lot of the content surrounding her was cut, so we didn't have as much of Miranda as we could have. So this gives us an idea of what her role would have been if she was made a full squad mate. After Horizon, Miranda will send Shepard an email asking to come aboard the Normandy. To get the email to appear after Horizon, you should either talk to Joker or complete another mission, and the email should be there. Once you get the email, all you have to do is give her the authorization to come aboard. Miranda will set up in the conference room, and now that her business has been taken care of, with her father and Oriana and all that, she has taken on the goal of trying to hunt down Cerberus. You can have some conversations with her, with one being a cutscene after the Cerberus HQ mission. You can help Miranda and her team with their missions as well. She's got a team of badasses with her, and depending on the mission, you can help add more people to her team. There's a roster you can view on the table that provides information on her team and Oriana, with new additions also being added to it. Something that I learned reading through the post on the mod page is that Corporal Toombs can join Miranda's team if you find him in Mass Effect 1. And I just know he's ready for some anti-Cerberus action. If you romanced her in Mass Effect 2, you can invite her into Shepard's cabin and you can have sex with her just like the other romance options. I don't have a save where I romance Miranda, so I can't show any of that, but that's what's up. Earlier in the game, you can take a call from Miranda on the Normandy. This usually takes place in Spectre HQ, but now you don't even have to leave the Normandy. This is the conversation where Shep and Miri will talk about Kai Lang after the coup and the situation concerning Oriana and her father. Trainer can also tell you when this call is available. You can take Miranda along on missions, and compared to the other members of the Suicide Squad you can use through the Expanded Galaxy mod, she can come with you on main missions and the DLCs. Without changing any N7 mission placements through EGM, she could come along for the N7 Communication Hub if you haven't completed that mission already. However, if you delay the Cerberus Firebase mission on Noveria until after Horizon, you could take Miranda along for the ride. I didn't get any footage of this part as I mainly skipped around on saves to get the footage I needed for the mod, and I didn't have any save points where I hadn't completed the mission, and others were a few hours too far out. But if you do take her on this mission, there's supposed to be some additional scenes and rewards, so this is something all of us are going to have to experience. Now for the main missions, you can take her to Cerberus HQ, and you'll hear more about the Lazarus Project at certain points throughout the mission. It's ironic, ain't it? At one point, she was one of the Illusive Man's most loyal employees, and now she's here helping us raise hell. I love it! You can also take her as a squad mate for the final mission, where she's just chilling in the forward base, and talking to her triggers a cutscene. It's the same conversation y'all would have if she was on VidCom across the street, but it's still nice. And some of her squad would be present if you completed some of their assignments. I think this guy is one of hers. I loaded up my save before this mission, so anything I did for them isn't here, but I guess we still get the one guy. She's also supposed to be available during the memorial scene, but she wasn't. I don't know if you have to romance her or something, but she sure wasn't there. But that's it for the main missions. Let's talk about the DLCs. You can take Miranda along for the Leviathan and the Citadel DLCs. She could be a full squad mate for both DLCs if she was already added to the team. However, for the Citadel DLC, she could be your rescuer if you romanced her, otherwise she'll be in your apartment with the others. She can also get a special outfit for the casino mission, and there will be some dialogue between her and Brooks. Now I do have to put this out here. AI voice lines for Miranda were added to both the DLCs and Priority Earth. Everything else is lines from Mass Effects 2 and 3. If that bothers you, then this mod isn't for you. But judging the mod on what it offers, it is pretty good. Miranda feels natural on the Normandy and within the missions as well. I'll say this, Miranda was born to be on the Normandy, and there are hints that she was meant for a bigger role. The biggest indicator for me is that compared to the other old squad mates besides Rex, we communicated with her the most. We helped her out the most. Not to mention her connection to Shepard and the other alien characters. It just seemed like she was meant for better things, and I wish we could have got a little bit more of her. The second mod that we're going to cover is the Final Confrontation mod. I overlooked this mod when I was working on the last video, but look, there it is, right on the mod page. One of my subscribers let me know about the mod in the comments. Thanks for looking out, Brody. This mod tweaks the dialogue system for the final showdown with the Illusive Man. The decisions you've made, dialogue choices, and actions during the confrontation will determine the final outcome of the game, but also allow you to break free from the Illusive Man's control. This mod was inspired by an initial concept Bioware had for a dialogue-based fight, and it also takes inspiration from the way Deus Ex Machina handled its confrontations. There's now a meter near the top right of the screen, and this tells you how much control the Illusive Man has over you. There's a new investigation option that will give you more options to choose from, and you can hear new dialogue from the Illusive Man during these. Depending on how you handle things, you can get one of 3 possible endings, so decide wisely. Overall, this is a pretty cool mod. It does a bit to add to the final standoff with the Illusive Man, by giving you more to do during it. And when you pair this with PEOM, it's like the final piece of the puzzle for the project. This mod doesn't need to be paired with PEOM to work, so you can use it with Take Back Earth as well. Plus, there's a version that pairs with the Happy Ending mod, giving you the best of both worlds if that's what you strive for your endgame to be. Overall, both of these mods are pretty good, and can stand on their own, but paired with PEOM, you get the full experience of what the mod set out to do. The Miranda mod gives us more of our old catsuit wearing XO, and the Final Confrontation mod adds a new wrinkle to the Illusive Man fight. I'll put both of these mods in the description if you're interested. I want to thank you guys for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
DJ Sonic Freak.